Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do something a little bit different. So today we are going to start the first installment of Single Mom Sundays. So I am a single mom. I am dating, but I am not married. I'm divorced. And so I know that there are certain things that single mothers go through on a regular basis, and I know how hard it is and how hard it can be to be a single mother and to get through the separation process, divorce process, raising a child alone for the most part. So I wanted to come and just put this on my channel to be a help to others out there. So this might be something that is just something you don't need to hear at all. If it's not, then don't bother watching. But if it is, then keep watching, and let's hope that this will continue and that I will stick with it, because I feel like it's something that is important to hear, especially as a single mother myself. So I'm going to start with a Bible verse, and the Bible verse comes from Colossians 3 verse 2, and the Bible verse says, set your mind on things above, not on things on the earth. And I'm going to also talk about a quote that I hear quite often and has definitely helped me get through some difficult times. So this quote says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So we're talking about perspective, and perspective is just basically the way that you see things. So a lot of times when we are going through a difficult time in our relationship, in our marriage, as a single mother, we can kind of focus on the negative. I know I have been there, and I know for me, I've been divorced for 7 years, well, I've been separated for 7 years. My son is 7 years old. You can do the math. And but separated, divorced for about 5 years or so, 4 or 5 years. But I know when the initial separation happened, you automatically feel like your life is over, especially if that's something that you've known for a long time, you've been in it for a long time, and you feel like it's over. You feel like, what can I do now? Now I'm a single mother. Now I don't have what I used to have. What am I going to do now? What comes now? What comes after? So sometimes you can look down and feel like there's nothing else coming. And something that helped me during that process was just knowing that God was with me and keeping myself focused on God and what it was that He had for me. So when I started to feel like, well, now I'm a single mother, I feel ashamed. I feel like I failed. I failed my child. I failed in my marriage. What am I going to do now? And God just kept telling me, well, at least you have this, you have that. Everything is not bad. Your child is healthy. You have a job. You have a home. You have family to go back to when things get rough. And so these are things that not everyone has. And so sometimes we forget the things that we do have, and we look at our cup half empty instead of half full. And so something that I started doing during that separation process, during the divorce process, was starting to look at my cup half full. And that is the only thing that helped me to get through, with God, of course, helping me get through this situation, a very difficult situation. So that's just what I want to come today and say. It's just about changing your perspective and looking, trying to look at the good and not so much the bad. And something that helped me a lot during that time was a book called Every Day is a Friday, and I have it somewhere. Hold on just a second, let me grab it. Okay, so this is the book called Every Day is Friday by Joel Osteen. Now, some people like Joel Osteen and some people don't. That's not what I'm here for. But this book, I always keep it with me. I usually, if I see it at a used bookstore, I always grab it because it was so helpful for me when I was going through my divorce. And sometimes I even pull it out now as a single mother when times get hard and you start to just feel like there's just so much to do. There's so much to do from day to day. and you get tired, you get worn out, you feel like there's just so much on your plate. And it just this book is pretty much about perspective and changing your perspective, and looking at not just waiting for Friday to enjoy your life, not just waiting for things to be great to enjoy the life that God is giving you. So learning to be happy, even when things aren't perfect, learning to have joy and laugh and play with your kids and get them involved in things, and just keep going with your life and being happy in your life, because happiness is a choice, and choosing to just enjoy every day, even though it gets hard, even though things just kind of fall apart sometimes and things don't go the way that you planned. You're still blessed because you're here, and you still have an opportunity to make a difference. You still have an opportunity to raise a wonderful child. Whether they're in a single family home or a 2-parent household, you still can raise an amazing child, and that is my plan for my son. But this book was very helpful to me, so I would definitely recommend it for anyone, not just single mothers, but anyone going through a hard time, and they just need to hear some positivity and know that they are going to come out of whatever it is that they're going through. So that is all I have for today. These sessions are going to be short for now, but I hope that this helps somebody, and thank you all for watching, and let me know if you feel like this is something that should continue, or don't let me know, I guess, if it's not if you don't think it should continue, but because I'm going to keep doing it because I feel like this is what God wants me to do. So thank you guys for watching.